This quick video will take you through all of the next few steps that are required in setting up a site with Finalweb. Thanks so much for taking the time to do this, and we hope that this site instructional video will be helpful for you as you learn how to build a site with our product. The first step is to choose a design. This would be the template for the website, and we have many from which you can choose. This is our template library, and you'll see that there are several here. Some of these templates have variations. So for instance, this one here, I could click it and see that there's a variation, go to the next one. I could select that if I wanted. I'm going to select this template and then the second variation of it, just for testing purposes to show you what it's like. Click Choose Template, and then you'll be taken to the next step of the process. Now we're able to edit the menus. We've selected the design, and now we're going to select the structure for the website. This would be the menus. For this template, there's only a top menu that's used, and so we're only given that top menu option. Some templates would have a side menu, so depending upon the one you choose, you might see a side menu here on the side as well. But I've just got this top menu. What I'm going to do now is very simple. Just click to reorder these elements if you want what's in the list already, or I can remove or add new content from this area in the bottom. I don't think I want an event list yet, at least for setting up this site, and I don't need this, nor do I want the discussion forums. I am going to keep the audio downloads, but I want to change the title of that link. I want to call it Sermons. So click this Edit button and then change the title to Sermons. Everything else stays the same. Save that, and there I've changed the menu. I'd like to add a link to the home page. So here, the very first thing I see in the types of content is home, so this will be a link to the home page. I'm just going to drag it where I'd like it to be. Home, and save it. And then let's see, what else do I have here? I would like a page of plain text that I'd like to call our beliefs. And so I'll just add this plain text page, and then I'll be able to configure it later with what I believe. So we'll put it here and entitle it What We Believe. And then let's do one more. We'll add a link to, there's so many things to choose from here. I'll add a link to the calendar and put that up here. And call it calendar, save. And then you would edit a side menu in the same way. So you might have more items on the side. Just depends on the way you'd like your site to be configured. So design is done, now the structure is done, and now it's time to actually add the content. So I'm going to save menus and then finish. And here I am on the template, logged in, able to make changes. My menu structure is here and saved. And so now all that is left is adding content. On many of our new templates, such as this one, the home page has special areas for different types of content. There's a rotating banner section, as is present in every template. But on some of the newer ones, we have a series of boxes, either on the side or here aligned horizontally, that you can put content in. I'm just going to configure one of these so you can see what it's like. When you're logged in here, it shows you a spot for title and some text about what's going in there. But when you log out and view it the way any visitor would, there's nothing there because we haven't put anything there yet. I'm going to just edit left box and then add some content here. The link title, we'll call it Ministries. And then maybe put in some text here about the ministries. You can put a URL in here. It could be either to an external link, maybe a blog somewhere else, or to a helpful website, or to a link within your site. So you just have to copy the URL to that page and paste it in here. Then also you're able to upload an image that will go in the box. Click Upload a New File. And then select the image. Here we have an image, and it shows me that the recommended dimensions to fit this box are 250 pixels by 175. So what I want to do is make sure that my image is going to fit that. So I'm going to change it to be 270 wide and about 167 high. That's pretty close, so I'm okay with that. Let me click Resize, so it'll change it just a little bit there. And then I'm going to hit Save Changes, and there is the content in that left box. The other two boxes can be configured in the same way, but for sake of time I'm going to move on to something else. You also notice on the home page there is the top bar image section, and these are images that rotate through, and they can be linked maybe to highlight certain aspects of the website or be linked to other websites externally as well. And by default we have a few images that scroll through. You are welcome to change these. These could be pictures that you've taken of your people or of the church or of different events, things like that. Or you could come up with your own images. Maybe go to iStock Photo or Microsoft Office Clip Art and get some pictures that you can then Photoshop and add some text or some other graphics to it that you'd like to highlight certain things or to promote certain upcoming events or things like that. And that's all up to you, whatever you want to do. To do this, to upload the images, you first want to click Edit Top Bar Images, and this button will be on any template. And then select Add an Image. And then it's another image uploader. The requirements you see are different for each template, and there's going to be a little tool that will help get your images into those dimensions. The first step then is to upload a new file. And here's the file that I've uploaded. You can notice it doesn't quite fit in here, so I'm going to maximize this window so I can view it a little bit better. And then this is going to be way too big for that top bar area. So we have a button here that says automatically resize to top bar requirements. That will do some work for me to get it to the right width, and then I can drag this little element here and just move it to make it fit the way I want. So I'm going to crop it to this dimension, click Save Changes. Then I have an image here. Now this one doesn't look extremely wonderful because of the way it's cropped, so you'll want to take time and make it work the way you want. And then I can edit the link and change any content that you want. Could change the image, or here I can put in a URL, so http google.com, and save those changes. Then let's see what it looks like. So there's my picture. There's only one, so those little arrows go away, but you could put up several and they'd rotate through. They can be linked or not. That's all up to you. I'm going to work on adding some content now to some of these pages. So first I'll go to the sermons, which is just a download library, and there's nothing here yet because we need to add some content. The first step in adding content to a download library, this would be either for audio video downloads or it would be for document downloads if you have that sort of a library, is to click the Add New Record button. I'm going to give this sermon a title and then upload the file. Depending on your internet connection, it will go faster than this, maybe slower than this, it just depends. You can even preview the file right here to make sure you've got the right one.
Welcome to everyone.
You can give the file a date, a text, name the speaker, create a new category, other information that you can fill out depending on what you need, but basically all you need is a title and the file. We do podcasting as well, so you can add podcast information, and there will be a link right here automatically that will allow visitors to subscribe to the podcast, and that can be sorted by category as well. So you see here we'll have this Sermon on the Mount series in the categories because I added it here, and then since I have it by date I have the year as well. Visitors can then click on this and play it right here or download the file. The next page I want to show you is this What We Believe page. It was a new text page that I created in the menu builder, but I haven't added any content to it. So what is going to happen the first time I click on this, I'm going to be prompted to add the type of content I want for the text. If you ever add a dynamic page, which is a type of page that has options for several different types of content, and you add a text section to that page, you're going to be prompted with these options for the layout. The most commonly used is going to be the no image option here. The reason is because you actually have more flexibility, because you can add images in the text editor and move it wherever you'd like them to be. If you want to have the ability to actually edit your photos, the images that you upload, or have it in a certain static location, you can use any of these different layouts here. Or if you want to use like Q&A format collapsible text, you can use this option here. Many of our customers use this for frequently asked questions or for what we believe, and it just is a drop down and expands each item. So you could use that if you'd like. I'm just going to select the no image option here, and then I'm simply going to paste in the text that I have, save the changes, and then I have everything laid out on the page the way I want. So now I have the What We Believe page all done. And I'll just show you the functionality of a dynamic page. You'll see that we can add columns to this page. We can set this page as the default page so that it would be the home page, replace what we have there. And this is any dynamic page that will have this option. I could duplicate this page and then just change it if we want to put it somewhere else. I can add categories to this page for sorting. Can change information about the column, the width, edit the column. And then this Add Section button is really the key to adding the type of content that you want to the page. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. Click Add Section, and then you're presented with several different options of types of content. The main one that you'll use is text image block, but you can also add any of these different types of content. The video option, I'll just preview this, gives you a way to upload video, whether it's a Windows Media, QuickTime, or Flash format, that will be embedded on the page. Or if you have a link to a YouTube or Vimeo video, you can actually just paste that link into the wizard of the next screen. I'll show you that for a YouTube clip. And then a player will automatically be embedded on your website. Give it a title, a link, and then it would be displayed. That's just a brief overview of some of the functionality. So we've gone over how to choose a template, how to set the menu. We'll go back to the home page, how to change information in a box on the front page, how to upload top bar images, how to upload information to a download library such as we have here, and then how to work with dynamic pages on our What We Believe page. There's so much more you can do with this site, and time doesn't allow right now. Feel free to consult our documentation, contact our support team, let us know any way that we can help. Thanks.